Good morning, girls. Lesson 9.2 Properties of Reflection. You can download the real reflection sheet to chart your progress. Please send these reflection sheets to me on Edmodo with your name and the section. After you finish this lesson, you should be able to graph reflection, the success criteria. You should be able to define or explain what is a reflection, list the properties of a reflection, and graph figures using reflection. Let us see what is reflection. If you remember from the previous lesson, a reflection is a type of a transformation. It is a transformation that flips a figure across a line. This line is called the line of reflection. Each point and its image are at the same distance from the reflection. If you look at this figure, this is your original object. Do you remember what the original object is called? Yes, the pre-image. This pre-image has been flipped across this line to form the image. This line is called the line of reflection. An object and its reflection have the same size, the same shape, the same size, but an opposite orientation. Because in this case, the figure has been flipped. So you get a mirror image. Here the orientation has been changed. It is opposite. Whereas in the previous lesson in translation, what happens to the orientation? Let us see this example. The line where the mirror is placed is called the line of reflection. The distance from a point to the point of reflection is the same as the distance of the point's image to the line of reflection. This is my pre-image, this is the image. This quadrilateral ABCD has been flipped across the line of reflection to form a new image. The distance between the point B and the line of reflection will always be the same as the distance between its image and the reflection. Point D will be at the same distance from the line of reflection as D prime. Similarly, point C is at the same distance from the line of reflection as point C prime. So this distance and this distance will always be the same. Where in real life do you encounter this? Think for a while and let me know. The two shapes are exactly the same. If you fold them, they would overlap. What happens to points in a reflection? Name the points of the original triangle. If you look at this triangle, if you look at the triangle, this is the pre-image or the original triangle. If you look at the triangle, what are the coordinates of point A? X-axis and the y-axis. This gives you the coordinates of point A. Similarly, identify the coordinates for point B and C. This triangle ABC has reflected along this line. This is the line of reflection. The x-axis. So we also say that triangle ABC has been reflected along the x-axis. This is the image. Name the points of the reflected triangle. What are the points of the reflected triangle? What is the line of reflection? And how did the points change from the original to the reflection? Check the coordinate of A and the coordinate of A prime. How did the points change when it reflected along the x-axis? In the same way, check B and B prime. Try this. The figure shows a pentagon ABCDE. This is your pentagon, ABCDE. You have to graph this across the y-axis. When you are going to graph this figure across the y-axis, graph each point on the other side. Before you start graphing, keep in mind that the distance of each point from the line of reflection has to be the same as the distance of the pre-image from the line of reflection. So if you look at point B, it is 1, 2, 3 units from the y-axis. So on the other hand, you will count 3 units and put a point. This will be your B prime. You can see the solution I have given for your convenience. Similarly, you are going to count how much is the distance between point C and the y-axis. 1, 2. Count the distance of 2 on the other side and mark C prime. In the same way, mark D prime at a distance of 3 units from the line of reflection. You can also mark A prime on the other side. A prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units from the y-axis. So on the other side, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and mark this position as A prime. Count the position of E the distance of E from the y-axis. Go to the other side and mark E prime at the same distance. Join the points A prime, B prime, C, D prime and E. So you get the image of pentagon ABCDE on the other side reflected along the y-axis. Notice the coordinates of point A and point A prime. You can do the guided practice exercises on page 288 in the textbook. Check your work. If you have any questions, we shall solve it on Monday during the class discussion and on other days between 2 to 3 p.m. Have a good day. Thank you.